Today we're joined with Craig Anders from the Road Warrior Foundation. How you doing, Craig?
How you doing, Bobby? Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Craig, can you share a little bit about yourself and how you started the Road Warrior Foundation?
Absolutely. So, a couple years back, quite a few years back, I actually was wounded in service. I was flying an airplane and got bounced pretty hard off the top, and I woke up a couple hours later, and my life changed pretty much in a minute. Went from flying a multi-million-dollar jet to my wife driving me to work, and at the time that took a toll. And what I found personally was able to help me kind of come back around and find myself again was to get out and do things that put me in control, that allowed me to put my problems in the rear view and just focus on what's in front of me. And so, still serving, still in the Air Force, but I feel like I'm exceptionally lucky, and I have the capacity to maybe help out some folks that weren't as lucky as I was. And back at the time, me and my best friend, who went to the Air Force Academy with, and known for years, he saw what the adventure and the change did for me when I got put back in control, and we kind of came up with this concept that maybe we ought to try and help some other people this way. And from that night, the Road Warrior Foundation was born, and we kind of just started coming up with crazier and crazier adventures that allowed people to be in control, feel the ability they still have within themselves, and really connect with each other and connect with the fine people of this country, the patriots that love and appreciate their service.
So is the Road Warrior Foundation, is it open to all services? Is it open to veterans, active duty folks?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually got our start when I was at SOCOM, and we worked with SOF Wounded, and then we expanded the program to offer to all services. And every year we have a pretty good mix of Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps. I think we've even had a Coast Guard member. But the whole foundation is made up of veterans and active duty and Air Force, Army, and Marines. So we're equal opportunity. But we like to bring folks in and just really give them a leg up and give them a chance to put themselves back in control. We use power sports for our therapy, adrenaline therapy, windshield therapy, you call it what you want, but we kind of boil it down under adventure therapy. And we give them the training necessary to be safe and effective. We give them the gear they need to be comfortable, and then we put them on an awesome three-wheel motorcycle for an amazing ride across the country.
So what does a typical Road Warrior Foundation event look like?
So a typical Road Warrior event foundation, it looks like, I would almost say a deployment, right? You pack your bags, you read your packing list, you pack your bags, you make sure you're in good shape and you're ready to go. We fly you out to a rally point at the beginning of our ride. We have a kickoff where we get you trained up, we issue you gear, we introduce you to your new friends for the next 10 days. We pair you up with a buddy for the road and for rooms and all that good stuff. And then we kick off and get out on the road, and we ride hard. We challenge our riders, and you become responsible for your own stuff. Your bag doesn't carry itself. Your bike doesn't gas itself up, and we will treat you very much like you're still in the military. And that's we found that it really helps people understand how capable they truly still are.
So most of the rides, they're on Polaris Spyders, correct? Can you describe those?
Spyders, yeah. So the Can-Am Spyder, yeah, it's okay. It's our biggest sponsor. So Can-Am Spyder is what you see on the screen here. It's a three-wheeled motorcycle. So two wheels in the front. It's a fantastic ride, and they're comfortable. I can adapt them for any injury. If someone's thinking about riding with us and you call me and you say, here's my problem, here's my injury, I don't think I can do this, I would challenge you and say, I bet I can adapt a bike to be comfortable and safe, for you to do these rides. We ride them sometimes 200, 300, 400 miles a day, sometimes more. And you come off feeling pretty good. You can learn how to ride a Spyder really well, really fast. After about 20 or 30 miles, you feel like you've been riding one for a long time, which makes it the ideal vehicle for what we do. Plus, you get a chance to look around and enjoy the scenery a little bit. I also ride a motorcycle. I love it, but you got to focus very clearly on the road ahead. You hit a pothole, you're in trouble. You hit a piece of debris, you're in trouble. With three wheels, it really it brings the level down a little bit. People are a lot less nervous, even some of them being on bikes for the first time. So I would stress, you don't need any experience. You don't need, you can come in saying, I've never even thought I could ride a motorcycle again, and we'll prove you wrong. That I can promise.
Do you need a motorcycle license in order to get involved in your organization?
You do, but we accommodate that. So, when you come on an adventure with us, we raise funds all year round, so you don't have to pay a dime. We will take care of your travel, your training, your gear, everything. But first thing, well, once you get in and work with us, is we get out there and we'll get you trained up, and then maybe we'll take you on a ride or two and make sure you're comfortable. And you really get to see, I think I can do this. It's a really good chance to kind of test yourself a little bit too, because it's something new. It's a little bit outside the box, and it's a challenge. A long day of ride is a long day of ride, and it's a challenge. But man, is it fun and is it freeing? Because you get to look ahead, focus on what's in front of you, and not worry about what's behind you for a little bit. And it's nice to leave all your problems at home.
Absolutely. So I know right now, COVID-19, crisis, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. I hear it called a lot of things. It's affected a lot of organizations across the country. Has it affected Road Warrior Foundation at all?
Absolutely. It's a challenge, right? Because we always balance the safety of our participants and our riders and the safety of our communities. And so, we're constantly evaluating conditions, and if we need to make a decision to push the ride a little bit, we would do that. But primarily, we focus on making sure the riders are safe. And there's no better way to distance than on a motorcycle. And we just finished a ride from San Diego to Mount Rushmore. Five guys went out there and girls went out there, and they rode 6 feet apart with their helmets on, and nobody was. Everybody came out feeling pretty good. So it was a good chance to be outside in the fresh air and the sunlight, get out of your house a little bit. But yeah, it is a challenge. It impacts all 501c3s because they rely on donations and events to keep the doors open. But we're just pushing extra hard to make sure that we can still service this great community and make sure that folks really that need this program will have it available to them.
Yeah, it sounds like an amazing opportunity. FW2 population out there, Craig and Road Warrior Foundation would like to get some of you out there on some of the rides. So they've agreed to, bring some of you guys along on a ride. So if you guys are interested in participating in the future Road Warrior Foundation events, contact us at AFW2 Community Programs and we'll put you guys in touch. Or you guys can definitely go to Road Warrior Foundation's website and contact them there.
Yeah, roadwarrior.org, really easy to find. And there's some great material on there that shows some videos and some other events we've done. And then we've even got a YouTube channel that shows some really great adventures we've done, off-roading, off-roading in the desert, sea-doos down into the Everglades. I mean, we've done some crazy stuff. We've done some great cross-country adventures, but every time we are coming up and trying to figure out what to do, we say, okay, how do we make this crazy, awesome, and safe? And so, we are very conscious of the fact that, we want to bring you back like we found you. So, because we are you. Most of our foundation is made up of people that do fall into the category of wounded warrior, and some of our directors are guys that I met when I was in the VA, and that's why it's so near and dear to our hearts, because we want to make sure that all our brothers and sisters are taken care of, and we'll do it one person at a time if we have to.
It sounds awesome, Craig. Usually crazy, awesome, and safe, aren't 3 words you hear right together, but it definitely sounds like a great adventure.
It's been a challenge, but I could say confidently we accomplished it. Everything you do in life's a little bit of risk, right? And you just got to manage it correctly. And we make sure that people have the tools they need to succeed. We make sure they have the tools up here they need to succeed. And one of the things I'll note with our organization, when you come do something with us, you're part of the family. You have us as a resource for the rest of your lives, and that's something that any of our alumni, that anybody who's gone on these rides would be happy to talk to you about. But it's something that's very important to us, is making sure that we keep people in our sights, and we keep our brothers and sisters just in our sight lines to make sure that they're always okay.
Great. It sounds like an amazing organization. I really want to thank you for coming in and talking to us today. So hopefully we can get a little bit of awareness out there about you, the Road Warrior Foundation, and what you guys are doing out there.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity. And obviously there's our website and there's your information. And we like I said, we're happy to carve some spots out for you guys this year. So I really hope, we get some folks coming in for this, because it is going to be an awesome ride and an awesome day off-roading, and some great people are hosting us in some great places. And it's really just going to be a special trip, as it always is. And so, the more people we can share this with, the better off we're going to be, and you're going to be, I promise that.
Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, bud.